Part 2, please, my dude.
Fighting Explained.
The superhuman martial arts of Lookism is something we've glossed over the channel before. We've covered characters like Daniel Park and his genius software that allows him to copy anything he's encountered, Zach Lee's loathful style turned proud and better through an iron will and way, Eli Zhang's animalistic turned prodigious wild style, and Warren's foreign basics turned absolute machine-like strength. In today's video, we're going to be going over some more fighting styles of Lookism characters, and I'm going to be explaining who they're used by and what their strengths are and so on and so forth. Now with the formalities set, this is Part 2 of Fighting in Lookism Explained. We'll be starting this video off with someone who's arguably the most mysterious character in Lookism, someone who single-handedly ended the first generation, the former one-man circle turned international superstar DG, formerly known as James Lee. James Lee sports the infamous invisible attacks, a light-footed centric style that focuses more on speed, technique, and evasive maneuvers. In Lookism, this is one of the most rarest fighting styles, only being used by James Lee and of course Charles Choi, Gabrielle Kim's number 2. With this fighting style, James Lee uses high-speed attacks aimed at the opponent's blind spot to cause quick damage, and in closer situations, James Lee uses his opponent's own momentum to either evade or counterattack. Now, you'd think that such a light-footed style would cause very minimal damage, right? But that's where you're wrong. With achieved mastery and enough controlled animosity, James Lee took down an entire generation of fighters with this style alone, and even conquered Iron Boxing, which is close to the peak of durability in Lookism. And he even used this style to 1v3 a post-gun trained Daniel, a complete Muay Thai Vasco, and an Iron Boxing Zach Lee easily. As of now, we haven't seen James Lee go out at all at any point, but I'm sure this style has its signature techniques as well. I hope that in the future, we get to see the full extension of how powerful the style that dominated the first generation really is. Now to cover James Lee's pseudo-rival, Gun Park. Gun Park's fighting skill set is very vast, making him one of the most versatile fighters in all of Lookism. But what makes Gun so special is his physicality, being so well built that he's able to mimic all sorts of styles. A body so durable, it's capable of using Kyokushin karate at its peak, yet at the same time so accustomed to timing and movement, able to perceive and act upon these ever so small time windows using Aikido. It's said that he's also able to use capoeira, and he's also surprisingly efficient with the use of tonfas. After all, he did teach Eli Zhang how to use the batons. Time and time again, he's proven why he's at the top of the verse, not only through his strength, but his other qualities as well. He's Charles Choi's nurtured genius, meaning that he excels in making smart, strong, and formidable fighters, yet somehow it doesn't matter how strong they are because he will always be stronger. A fighter that's breezed through the upper echelon of the workers, Gun Park is undoubtedly the strongest. It's also stated that he's able to mimic certain types of fighting scenarios, being able to mimic multiple people. With Ultra Instinct at his side, it undoubtedly gives him a power boost, but it's not like he needed any anyway. But essentially, Gun Park's strong points are his incredibly high durability, his techniques, and his versatility. Gun Park is the strongest, and he knows it. Gu Kim. Gun Park's best friend, rival, and life partner, Gu Kim along with Gun Park work under Charles Choi as a bodyguard. And that isn't just a position you could get into. Why do you think there's only 2 of them? Gu is considered a rival to Gun Park, and that isn't just any statement. Considered as a weapon genius, his primary style is utilizing weaponry of any kind, ranging from scimitars to actual chopsticks. He's a versatile fighter in terms of weapons, and his unarmed physicalities are already above average, being able to take hits from Lookism hard hitters like Sinu Han, Johan Song, and Daniel Park, treating it as merely a game. But his real strength comes from when he grabs a katana. Whenever he grabs something even remotely sword-like, he falls into a state akin to something like a trance and begins to ooze bloodlustic aura. According to Tom Lee, he has never trained anyone with the same potential as Gun and Gu, and says that Jun-gu is always messing about, but the time he becomes serious is when he's holding a sword. Like James Lee, we haven't seen too much of his abilities thus far, but being able to fight toe-to-toe with another weapons expert, Jin Chol, using only the tab of a watch, just shows how much of a dark horse Gu Kim really is. Samuel So, Gu Kim's secret friend and former number 2 of Big Deal, and now is the president of the 3rd and 4th affiliate, Samuel So breezed and fought through his opponents with brutality and bloodlust, never stopping until he becomes king. Samuel's street style of fighting has become one of his main force of power to overcome any and all opponents. He's taken down opponents like Jae Kim, Ollie Wang, and Johan Seong all by himself, with the help of self-hatred. In this state, he was able to go toe-to-toe with Big Daniel in the Workers' 4th affiliate arc, and even taking blows to the head. Later down the line, he awakened durability mastery when fighting with Suwon's king Seok-do Wang. It's best to assume that Samuel must have gotten stronger, and being Gu's successor, there's no way he'll let anyone stop him from being king. Vin Jin, one of Jae-Hai's forces, specializes in Judo and Kudo. Although his recent embarrassment in the last chapter, which I think was well deserved, his strength is nothing to scoff at. Being able to pull trees out of the ground, his grip strength is actually so unbelievably strong, he was able to lift Chang Yong-ji up from the ground with one hand repeatedly. Being Chun Liang's number 1, he was probably the most powerful character in all of early Lookism, being able to make Fosco buckle his knees. As of right now, Vin is crying on the floor missing his teeth, but I don't know, don't threaten him, I guess. Jae Kim, the other side of Samuel's coin. In the world of Lookism, Jae Kim was a renowned fighter with a unique blend of MMA and street fighting. He inherited these skills from his father, Gabriel Kim, and his impressive combat abilities earned him a place among the series of the top fighters. Notably, Jake achieved what only a few had done before him. While some argue that Daniel might be faster, Jake's victory over Vasco demonstrated his undeniable prowess. Jake's triumphs didn't only stop there, he also bested Zhao Lang, a fighter on par with Gun in strength, showcasing his mettle in the world of battle. In the Hunt for Big Deal arc, Jake faced a formidable challenge taking on Yu Song and Zhao Lang simultaneously. Despite the odds, he held his own and even adapted to Zhao Lang's fighting style, a testament to his endurance and determination. Jake's resilience was truly remarkable, even surviving a harrowing fall, enduring Zhao Lang's punishing blows, and dealing with Yu Song's destructive force. He pushed forward to protect a Big Deal. And that closes off today's video. This was really fun to record, and feel free to leave your thoughts below. If you want another Fighting in Lookism Explained, thank you for everyone for 1K, and this has been Kaiseni, bringing you Lookism content straight to your feed. Well, see ya!